again, like the trees also inspire a lot of platforming. So it's just way more fun and vibrant.
It feels like done. Like it feels like it's finally a proper like place to go. You know, like there's so many things to see, and I don't know. I really like this picture. It looks so good. I feel like it's spruced up even more.
Mas,
I
cara,
don't know.
sinceramente,
This is just
Satisfactory
screenshot data,
2,
so we did not
acho que a única
really.
coisa que eu
There's
colocaria
no
seria o mapa
trickery involved.
procedural.
See,
Só.
like I don't remember the
É o
water,
suficiente.
what's it called, the algae or with the
Oh, with the corals.
the corals having that much detail.
Yeah, they. I mean, the old version was an empty canvas,
Yeah.
essentially for the factory building. Now you can build a factory there, but you also will have to remove the gorgeous, beautiful nature,
Sim.
which is a little bit of the satirical.
Nos
because
parâmetros,
now,
aqui você
obviously,
já
the
tem
facilities,
a
but
base, a
the
modelagem de
factory,
tudo.
was, as we all know, way nicer.
Fica bem
And it
mais
feels very alien,
fácil.
too. It's like-
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of a challenge.
Eu não
because
duvido nenhum maluco
putting
fazer
some
isso
of the
em
trees
mod.
are
Eu não
recognizable, so
duvido.
they still
Duvido.
associate with environment or forest or jungle. But also adding here and there some alien stuff to remind you that you're still on an alien planet. And of course, with the image like this, there's a lot of components, not just seaweed and trees. It's also, of course, reworked water. It's reworked atmosphere.
Não, mas
There's
os
a lot going on
malucos
that
do
is
Satisfactory é
coming
gente
together
boa.
as just a beautiful
Aqueles.
that is,
Tá ligado
that
aquela
you wanna go in and explore.
barra?
The water I'm very excited about.
Yes.
In what I know, the water made me very
Esque-
happy.
esqueci o nome do bagulho. Aqueles corrimão
Because like almost all water has been
que
replaced.
não tinha.
All of it. Lakes,
Em-
ocean, waterfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty much
Steams have been fixed
Só
up.
tinha
You feel
corrimão
like we're,
na horizontal, não tinha descendo.
Oh, yeah.
Então, eles viram que a galera usava muito mod e colocaram no jogo.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also want to clarify something real quick because we talked about this a long time ago. We used to have the intention to have like the rivers would have like physics with them, and we're not doing that for 1.0. We decided to not do it. But the waters, all the rivers and everything have been replaced. So like visually, everything looks the way that we intended it for. And same thing with all the waterfalls. And whatnot. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, grass fields.
Yeah, something very recognizable because that's, I mean, one of the basic starting areas. Again, just as an example of how far we went, and this is not even the oldest image on the left. Couldn't really, it was, we just didn't have time, I guess, to find an older one, but still gives a pretty good idea of just how much more believable the grass became and the trees, and we worked a lot on the sky as well and introduced some volumetric clouds, so they actually behave similarly to clouds. And of course the sky bodies, like the planets and more stuff in the sky to see that kind of again reminds you that you're on an alien planet, and there's the Earth is nowhere nearby.
Yeah, it's very nice.
If you haven't played this game for a few years, you're in for a treat in the sky. Like the clouds, the lighting, the whole mood at sunset and dawn.
A couple of interstellar planets even in the sky. I don't think they're.
Yeah, you have like a nebula, and
yeah.
like the planets have been reworked. So it's a fun space experience.
Yeah. Oh,
We got the Pioneer.
nice.
The new model and the old model.
Pioneer, what happened there?
A lot happened actually. So it all actually began with us wanting to introduce some customization and make it so that it's possible to change colors. And then we realized that, it's not really possible with how the model is set up, and we don't have the means to fix it. It's actually just easier to completely redo it. And we wanted to we wanted to stay true to the original design as much as we could. So it was mostly about making sense with what's already there. So just improving the harness and the belt and making it more functional looking, making it look like it has a bit more thickness and weight. Removing all the weird details that didn't make sense and just created more noise that we just had to constantly like make look like it's not really there on the promotional shots. So there was a lot of trickery, but this is just a cleaner, nicer model with better textures and better materials.
Yeah.
And it is fully set up for customization, so you can change the colors, you can change the orange and the blue, but we also can change the overalls colors,
Oh my
which
goodness.
is so exciting
A lot of customization.
because it's the main, it's the biggest part of the body, so it felt like it had to be customizable as well.
Ah,
Yeah, what I
não
really,
sei não. Eu
really
curti o
like
design
more
meio
of is like the
amassado da
functionality,
roupa.
believability. That it was already a very iconic character for the game, but I still felt like once we had to
Ficou
rework it,
muito
we might as
limpinho
well
demais.
design a few elements that made it a lot more believable, more grounded in our reality, in our world. So like the closing, like the belts, how they are connected, how they're closed off. You can relate to that because these things exist. Might also make it a bit easier for cosplayers. Because these are definitely things that exist in the real world, and I think we wanted to go a little bit more for this believability.
The model is so much cleaner. Also, we finally fixed the. This is something that me and Max have been struggling with. Is the suspenders would clip into the model when you're like over and over again. That was always a hassle when we made trailers. It's like, all right, we want to do this thing. We want to turn. It's like, can't do that because the harness ruins it. So like, all right, we need to like fix the shot so she turns just.
Ah,
clip.
pô. A luva antiga era bonita.
And
Get
of
some
course
gloves.
the hands.
Yeah.
The hands is something you see on screen
Yeah.
pretty much all the time. And honestly, from artist perspective, they were anatomically not very accurate. They were very like thin, long fingers.
Yeah, right. Like I've always thought about that when I was animating it because it feels like the fingers are too long.
They were a bit spidery.
Yeah, right?
It's like
So we intended to fix that, and
Antes fazia
with
sentido
that
ela dar o
came
socão,
the
agora o bagulho de
realization that we
borracha.
needed to make a bit more sense of the glove as well, and make it a bit more functional, like something that you would actually want to wear when you're exploring or building or crafting something. So this design came to be, and we removed the weird display. I don't know what it was intended to be.
Oh, the display on like the.
Yeah.
There were a lot of details that made it sci-fi looking, but again,